Hey guys, what is up? Lefty back here again, and thanks for checking out the video. So today we're going to be reviewing the Aimpoint H-1, so let's get right into it. Okay, so if you've been a fan of my channel for any number of times, you may recognize this rifle. This is my main home defense rifle, or just kind of my main companion whenever I go any place significant or move any place significant. This is the rifle that I took when I moved apartments and houses and stuff like that. So that's why I kind of like to show this baby out, because this is my pride and joy right here. My faithful companion. So obviously my faithful companion needs some good glass on it. So this is the Aimpoint H-1 riding in the LaRue. I cannot remember. If you go on their website, obviously that you can find the one, but it's basically the QD lock. Really awesome stuff, pretty lightweight and pretty rock solid for that optic. So let's get right into it. So this thing has been, I would say, somewhere in the neighborhood of about 5-ish years I've owned this thing. Maybe not quite that long, but it's pretty close to about 5 years. I've changed batteries in it once, and that was after about 2.5 years of owning it. And it's been on ever since I bought it. So it's been on for right now probably a good, at least a good year and a half, probably closer to 2 years at this point. And usually I change them on every 2 years, close to that. On July 4th, actually, funny enough. So anyway, because, you could probably run about 5 years, but I'd rather just have good peace of mind and just throw in a new battery every couple of years just to make sure it's all fresh and good to go. And also, people might wonder, should I get this one? Should I get the T1? Or should I get the H2 or the T2? Basically, it depends on what you really want. If you're going to have night vision and all that stuff, I'd probably just go with a T1. Or if you're going to be diving with your weapon, go with a T1. Other than that, these things are basically the same. This one does not have the night vision. This one does not have quite the waterproofing, I believe, as the T1 does. But again, if you're not having any night vision things you're going to be doing, or you're not going to be diving with this rifle, you really don't need a T1 in my opinion. Now, do you want to spring for the extra money and get the H2? That's completely up to you. I have no experience with the H2. I think it's a little bit overpriced, honestly, for what it is. It's just a little bit tougher built and just slight changes to it. I mean, it's going to be personal preference, but for this one, it is pretty much good to go for a home defense or duty rifle. And then, like I said before, it's bomb-proof, rock-proof. I've pretty much done a lot of like the average things that you would probably do with a rifle, not drop it off a fucking building or anything ridiculous, but the thing's tipped over, the thing's been kind of thrown in a trunk here and there, but it's held zero. And really, for a red dot optic, for a civilian, not military applications or whatever like that, I'm never going to really see a big shift in the zero. Obviously, it could happen, but I'm not engaging targets over, for civilians, probably over 20 yards, honestly. So anyway, it's pretty much good to go in my opinion. Now, should you buy this optic over other optics? That is a different question. I would say, for me personally, if I'm going to build a rifle for home defense, or maybe shit hits the fan or something like that, I would either choose this optic or probably the Trijicon MRO for just kind of your red dot go to war type optics. Now obviously there are cheaper options out there now that are actually pretty good, at least compared to a couple years ago. You can also look at those, but me personally, for my money, I would definitely look at either the H1 or the Trijicon MRO. So anyway, that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to say. It's a pretty awesome optic. Pretty much everybody knows, these things are pretty reliable and pretty bomb-proof. So the name definitely lives up to what the expectations are of this thing. So eventually I'm going to be doing kind of how I set up a defensive rifle. So I want to knock out this particular review out of the way so I can say, hey, go back, look at my review of this particular optic because it's bomb-proof and all that. So anyway, going to be doing a kind of home defense, shit hits the fan, whatever kind of rifle, fighting rifle kind of video eventually. So I want to knock this out of the way, like I said. So anyway, guys can look forward to that. And anyway, thank you guys for watching. Be good.